Welcome, it's Berm Cannon here. We're going to talk about how to save money for your first motorcycle. There's nobody better than this than me, because I've over the years have acquired a lot of motorcycles, all because I've gotten creative, smart, and disciplined without becoming a burglar or a thief to get my money for my motorcycles. On the last video, I hope I inspired you guys to think about it's time to get a motorcycle. Quit going and playing golf, quit going to the bars on the weekends, quit going to Vegas, quit going bowling. It's time to get your body out there on adventure and seeing stuff that you haven't seen before and experiencing new things. That's what this channel is all about. So hit that subscribe button and I'll take you there. Okay, but for now, in this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that I did. This is a warning, okay? Don't get triggered, but this is stuff that you may already know, but maybe it's going to inspire you to get back into it, okay? So there's 3 different categories, okay? And we're going to start by going through your household, your domain, your apartment, your condo, your car. You're going to dig through all that area, okay? Your threshold, okay? Your ranch. It's time for auditing. And you're going to go through all those aspects: closets, hobbies, your wife's stuff that she just kept in a closet forever and she thinks she's going to use, okay? For the motorcycle fund, you got to go through all those things, okay? And you're going to separate on a list. You're going to have 3 categories. You're going to have Craigslist, you're going to have eBay, you could do Amazon. There's some other apps out there nowadays like Bid and stuff like that. You're going to make these 3 categories. And oh, the last one is garage sale, okay? Garage sales for stuff that you can't really sell on eBay, maybe some, some used mountain bike gloves, okay? And we're going to go through my garage and I'm going to kind of show you what I used to do. And I still do it when I want something. That way I don't have to dig into the paycheck. The wife gets mad at that, or the girlfriend. It's like, well, we could have used that money for something else. We could have went to Hawaii. No, you need to go to Baja. That's what you need to do. Baja or out in the wilderness. So as you go through these sections, I found some old goggles, some old gloves, okay? Maybe not the best thing for eBay or Craigslist, but garage sale. Now, you're probably thinking, well, maybe I can text some of my friends who have kids. Maybe they could use some old used gear. Well, you could do that too, but in my research, none of your friends want to help you take your old crap off your hands. So you may have some issues with that. So back in the day, 2010, I sold like 6 pairs of motocross gear when I was racing. Just got rid of it. I actually made it into a bundle. I sold like 6 pairs of gear, gloves, some goggles, just one big package for like 40 bucks, and somebody grabbed all of it. And I shipped it, made 40 bucks. Probably in your garage, you probably have a couple sets of these things. Golf is the worst enemy to motorcycle adventurous like myself. It's taken a lot of my friends away from me. Okay, so I'm riding by myself and half of my friends are playing with this stick on grass and hitting white balls all over the place. So maybe you can find a couple sets of these in your garage, get rid of these. These, you can always go back and save up a couple $100 and get back into it. The one thing we want to talk about is how much are we trying to get? Okay, obviously we're not trying to save like $15,000. I mean, we could, but we're just going to keep the goal simple, $1,500. And that should get you a used first motorcycle, something that you could keep for a year until you want to move on to the next thing or upgrade. And all this stuff kind of adds up. You're probably thinking, oh, that's a lot of work or whatever. And if you're thinking that, then that's why there's loans for people like you, and we could talk about that at the end of the video. Okay. All right, look at this. Look at this up here. Fishing pole. I kind of been getting into that, but maybe you have like 10 of them from your dad or your uncle, okay? And there's no reason for it. Can a couple of them. Add it to the bike fund. Let's go over here, check these out. These are motorcycle transport things. You put the front wheel in there if you have a trailer. I used to use these a lot, but I don't use them anymore, and they're still in really good shape. Craigslist. Over here. Okay. Most guys like us, we all got instruments, okay? There's a guitar amp down there. It's a crate. I bet you, up here, right at me. I bet you, if you find a kid in your neighborhood, find like a 13, 14-year-old. Go up to him and go, hey, 20 bucks, okay? Give it to the kid, he'll probably be stoked. And I guarantee you, let him go run and get the money from mom. That way you don't have to go get on Craigslist and find the right buyer. But this kind of stuff can go. You can always come back to this. And then here's my favorite. The good old exercise bike. You bought this for your wife or your girlfriend, and you know what? She's not using it. It just sits here. I actually bought this because when I used to race, I used to train on this thing in the winter when it was raining. And guess what? I ain't racing anymore. So this is something I can easily get rid of for a couple $100. And that brings me to the conclusion. You go through most of your household and you make a list of all the stuff that you found and put it into those 3 categories: online eBay, okay, or local Craigslist, and or garage sale. You do those things and I guarantee you, you should be able to raise at least $1,000 in stuff. Now that we've talked about kind of what I would sell, if you have any ideas, put them down in the comments below. What have you sold in the past to gain money for that bike fund? And hopefully all the comments with this video, we can take viewers like you who are looking to kind of get your first bike and getting to that point to getting that new bike, new used bike. Now, there is the loan, there is the financing thing, which I've did in the past too, and that's a viable option. It's just, you don't have to do any of this hard work and then you just have to do it for that monthly payment. There's that as well. Stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm looking for more subscribers, and we will talk on the next video on the certain first-time bikes for beginners, and we will talk about what bike you should be looking at on Craigslist or on the paper. I said the paper like they still use like that, but you get what I'm saying. All right, we'll see you next time.